Youth Voices podcast, where we discuss issues that Malawian youth face in their everyday lives. As always, I'm your host, Witness Koza, and today we'll be discussing the issue of cyberbullying. Also, I have a special guest, a beautiful one for that matter, that will be diving together in this issue. So stay tuned. Welcome, our beautiful guest.
Thank you for having me.
Introduce yourself to the audience.
Okay, my name is Chimwemwe Mwale. I'm basically a student, a journalism student.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
and
beautiful.
I love writing as well. So
Okay.
I can say I'm an upcoming writer.
Writer.
Yeah.
So you have this talent.
Yeah, I
Okay.
love writing. Yeah.
Like you have just discovered it, or maybe.
No, it's been there when I was ever since I was young.
Okay.
Technically, ever since I was young. Yes. So I think now that I'm growing up with journalism, I'm boosting it up now.
Yeah. Now, in this field of journalism, you will be indeed boosting your this talent of So back to today's topic that we'll be discussing the issue of cyberbullying.
Yeah.
When you hear this term cyberbullying, what does it mean to you?
Simply put, cyberbullying is when someone uses technology to harass or abuse someone, whether using like online, online messages or groups to harass a person or these social media platforms. Yeah, so simply put, we can say that is cyberbullying.
All right. So, do you think our Malawian youth are mostly affected by this cyberbullying issue?
I would say that in Malawi it's not very common.
Okay.
Yeah, like if we look at it globally, in Malawi cyberbullying is not really common compared to other countries. You talk of South Africa.
Okay.
Like we talk of African countries mostly. Let's talk about South Africa. In South Africa, it's very common. Of course, here in Malawi, due to the growth of technology, and most youth have access to technology, it's also getting common. But I would not say that it is very common in our country.
But it is there.
But it is there, exactly.
Okay. So maybe you have heard that certain youth has also been affected by this issue. Once upon a time.
Yeah. I've heard that, and I would say that I've been to an experience with it. Like a close friend of mine, has been through a situation whereby she was bullied online. Mostly because of maybe her looks or the way she presents herself. And then when she posts pictures of herself, there were people commenting on it. It is very bad. Cyberbullying is very bad. So I got to experience that with a close friend, that type of thing. Because of her looks, people talked a lot about her looks, or maybe her personality. You know what I'm saying? People expect you in this time to do things a certain way, to be a certain type of person. So when you are your own self, it's hard to survive in this time.
It's really hard.
People will talk about you. So she was in that situation where people talked about her because of her looks, or maybe the naturalness
so sad.
and her personality you get. So
you say she was your close friend.
A very close
so
friend.
Maybe did she feel like maybe not to tell you about this issue?
Okay, yeah.
Maybe hesitant, maybe due to shyness.
Yes. It was a kind of situation whereby she's being bullied, but she does not want to open up about the fact that she's being bullied. It had to take me the fact that she was a close friend, and then I noticed that the person was changing in behavior, the way we interacted was changing. She started to isolate herself. She was less on social media. So, it came to my attention knowing that she's a close friend. I was like, no, this is not the way my friend behaves. And I had to dive deep and ask her more and find out more. And that was when I realized that she was being bullied online by her friends, her fellow friends, her former friends. And then I had to now ask her. And she had to open up and tell me, the way that they were bullying her and the effect that it is having on her.
Which platforms are people mostly bullied or
most platforms
here in Malawi?
Facebook, because in Malawi the most range of people are on Facebook. The highest population in Malawi is on Facebook. Instagram, we know a lot of people. You talk of Twitter and whatnot. All these other platforms, because in Malawi I think the most common social media platforms that we have WhatsApp, we have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. So mostly let's talk of Facebook. I think it can be seconded by TikTok maybe right now, TikTok. But let's talk of Facebook, because that is the one that has a high population.
So your friend was also bullied
on Facebook. Yeah, and on WhatsApp groups. It was a WhatsApp group. They created a WhatsApp group where they bullied her, talked about her. or everything concerning her, and even a group on Facebook. Yeah.
So how did you comfort your friend during this difficult time?
It was hard because comforting someone on something that you have not experienced is hard.
Yeah,
because
it's really
like
hard.
you don't really understand what they're going through, but you have to be there for them. So one thing that I had to do as a friend was just making sure that I'm there for her. In this context, like letting her know that even though there are certain people who are thinking of her in a certain way or talking about her in a certain way, there are also some people like me who look at her in the way that she is and don't even need to compromise her. So basically, one thing that I had to do was to be there for her, to show her that even though there are these people, you also still have people who see you for who you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how different is physical bullying and cyberbullying?
Okay, physical bullying. I feel like in physical bullying, it's just I would say for the people that are there. Like what I mean is that, let's say my friend, she was in a situation whereby she was cyberbullied, right? Let's take it if it was a physical thing. It would have just been about the people that are there and her. Maybe let's say they were her 3 former friends. They are bullying her. Maybe if I was there physically, right? If some people will only find out maybe after some time, or if someone was taking videos. But when we talk about cyberbullying, it's a wide thing. It's a wide thing. Some people will be answering a story they don't even know about. They don't even, but just because they have heard it, everyone will want to give their idea, their negative attitude. So unlike physical bullying, the cyberbullying, I think it goes a wide range, because people from different countries can be bullying you. They don't even know where the story is coming from. It's different from the physical bullying, whereby it's just for the people that are there, or maybe some people that are passing by, some that don't even care, they'll just be passing by. Whereas when a story has reached the technological thing, the global era, it's hard.
Yeah, that's true. So here in Malawi, between this cyberbullying and the physical one, which one is mostly common?
Which one is mostly common? In Malawi, I'd say, I think for the youth now, it's becoming common cyberbullying.
Okay. Than physical.
I think physical is in the past. But whether it's fighting, whether we're exchanging words, but right now it's cyber, because you can even talk of the celebrity. Let's talk about the current issue that has happened of Tuno. We are hearing that she has stopped the music industry because of being bullied. You see what is happening in Tuno. I don't know if it's true, but I think it is true. Tuno, she posted that she's stopping the music industry because people are bullying her and she's tired. She said that,
I've heard that.
She has explained a lot that ever since she started music, people have been bullying her looks, bullying a lot of things about her, the things that she posts, So unlike the physical thing, so I feel like it's cyberbullying.
So cyberbullying can also destroy
it has even spread to doing it to the celebrities. Because physically you can meet a celebrity and just start, bullying them. It's very easy online.
But people have really taken this cyberbullying issue seriously nowadays.
And you can even see the effect that it has done. Imagine someone letting down their career, something they love.
Oh my goodness.
Just because people are bullying them. So it's getting more serious.
That's so sad. Hey, Tuno, we're wishing you well wherever you are.
We want you to come back. Some of us will like her songs. Yeah, she needs to come back.
What can be some of the influence that can make people to bully other people? What could be some of the things?
First of all, let's just talk of background, how you were raised. Let's start from there. Let's start with where you're coming from. How you were, we were raised differently. We were raised differently, different backgrounds. The way that we were raised, it's different. Even the families that we are born in, as people, we were raised differently.
Yeah, that's true.
There are some people, I don't know, maybe they grew up in homes that there's no peace. Let's start from there. There are emotional traumas that can cause a person to bully other people when they grow up. Let's say maybe they grew up in a family whereby the mother and the father were always fighting. The father was saying, some obscene words to the mother. Maybe let's say the men that drink, that overly drink. They come home, they're drunk, they start saying everything they can to their wives. The children are hearing that. Once you're growing up with a harsh mentality. And then you grow up, you start to bully other people because that's where you're coming from. That's your background, right? The second thing, we can talk about just influence, the growth of social media technology, the interaction. I feel like most stories that trend are negative stories.
Yeah, that's true.
One thing I've noticed about social media, most things that trend, they are negative.
When it is a positive one, it will not even trend at all.
It's very hard for you to start something positive, and for it to trend, it takes time and patience.
Even 5 weeks.
Yes, imagine someone just posting, like maybe they're having a fight with a friend. Within 24 hours, everyone has heard that story. Imagine for you to start posting poetry on social media. It will take time for people. Or you start preaching. Let's talk of preaching. Let's not even go there. Let's talk of as a youth like me. Let's say I start a podcast where I want to be preaching, or just TikTok videos. It will take time.
A lot of time.
So people sometimes they are doing it to get fame, to have a lot of followers. Sometimes they're just doing it for followers. Let's just bully this person so that I can get followers. I think basically the most important causes of cyberbullying that make a person to do that are those two mostly, right? We talk of the growth of social media. You just want to get followers, you want to get likes, you want to have the fame, or background, like where you're coming from. Or sometimes it's just a way of revenging. I think that can go to the same with where you're coming from. That maybe you were being bullied as a child, and then now you grow up, you're like, I need to pay back to people because I was bullied as a child. I have to pay back now. So you can be indulging in those type of things.
So this cyberbullying issue, do you think can make a person to be distracted mentally?
Yes. Technically, yes. It can. Like I said about a friend. Okay, maybe before I even go to the friend, sometimes you might not be someone who experienced the bullying, but you came across videos where someone was bullied. There's a girl, I forgot her name, but she took it's not even one. There are many people who took their own lives because they were being bullied online. So a person like me who's watching, even mentally myself, I can be affected, just by seeing other people.
That's
right?
true.
And then you can also be looking down on yourself. Let's leave the person who has experienced aside. Let's talk about people that we're just audiences that were just being exposed to that kind of thing. Right? Sometimes you're also affected. You look at a friend, you're like, why are people doing this? You can be affected mentally. I'll give an example of myself, real thing. I've been in a situation whereby I was tired of seeing a lot of cases on TikTok whereby people are being bullied and stuff like that. Those things they triggered me. As I'm telling you right now, I'm not on TikTok. I wanted to give a rest on TikTok because I was trying to focus on myself. And then with the pressure of school and stuff like that, and trying to maintain yourself, growing up, and then I was being exposed to a lot of things on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok right now. I gave it a break because I'm like, no, this is not okay. Mentally, it was disturbing me, because I'm seeing other people and then I look at them, I'm like, the way this person is looking at me, they even look way better than me. So if someone want to help me, you get what I'm saying? So with that aside, let's talk about now the affected person, the person involved. We have talked about someone like me who's just an audience. I had to get off TikTok. I don't have TikTok in my phone. So now let's talk about someone who experienced the thing. They think of taking their own lives. Some people even took their own lives. Mentally, it disturbs you. It takes away. And for us, mostly as girls, girls' confidence is a huge thing, and it easily gets destroyed by smaller things.
That's true.
You can literally say to a boy, "You're not handsome." He doesn't mind. The boy will just laugh about it. He's gone.
Forget it.
Once you tell a girl you're not beautiful, you have ruined
the whole
night. The whole night she'll be crying. She doesn't want to look at herself on the mirror anymore. Everything has changed. So even as a woman, they bully, because mostly I feel like it's us women who bully each other mostly. Of course, there are cases of boys as well, but it's rare compared to us. Body shaming, on social media, they body shame a person until they imagine a musician too. It has affected her to the point that she's letting go of her career, something she loves. Imagine, the way I've always wanted to study journalism, and then people should start bullying me, the point where I should say enough is enough after many years. It affects us mentally. It does affect us mentally, and it has a long-lasting impact.
That's true.
For you to get back your confidence, it's not easy.
We've discussed on our community level. That was on a community. So now let's come to education.
educational level.
How can cyberbullying affect a youth,
level.
more especially in education?
In education, it could affect them in the way that you cannot concentrate first of all, which could automatically lead you to getting bad grades. I've been in situations whereby I've seen people who are scoring better grades, who are coming to school on time, always writing assignments, and suddenly they have changed. They are not doing the things the way they used to do anymore. Things have changed out of the blue. Sometimes we need to find out. You need to look at it in a different, because sometimes people just run to judging. When you see someone is not concentrating, we don't want to find out what the problem is. But sometimes these people, they are being bullied. And then let's say for a college student like me, it can be very hard for me to open up and tell people that I'm being bullied. I mean, I'm a big girl. I mean, I'll be thinking, what are people going to say? Are they going to think I'm stupid? How can I be telling the lecturer someone is bullying me? I'll just keep it within me. And then because I'm keeping it within me, it will start eating me up. And then
slow by slow.
And then it will start tampering with my studies. I'm not writing assignments. I'm not coming to school. I want to stay in bed because I don't want people to see me. Because once one person, mostly for women, like I said, once one person tells you a negative thing, you start feeling like maybe that's how the whole world sees you.
Yeah, that's true.
And literally, maybe some people even don't care about you. They don't even here at school, people don't even, sometimes some people are just looking at you, but they're not even thinking of you in that way. But because that one person has changed the whole perspective, so now you don't want to go to school. Right? Because you feel like people will talk about me. So it can change. It can tamper with your studies.
What can be some of the steps that a youth can take to protect themselves from the cyberbullying?
One thing that I can advise is know yourself. One thing is know yourself. Don't just know yourself as we used to learn in life school. Just know yourself. Once you start growing up, take that word at a deeper level. Know yourself. Make an effort to know yourself. Once you have known yourself, set standards of who you are and stick to them. You don't need to be intimidated because someone else said you're like this, someone else said you are this, you're that. One thing that happens is because we don't have self-confidence, we don't have self-esteem, we don't have self-confidence, we don't know who we are. Because once you have established yourself that, okay, this is me, and no one can change that about me, this is how I look, this is how I want to be dressing, and no one can change that. Like, you don't need to be intimidated. So one thing that I can say, one of the first steps is know yourself. And second thing is that you need to realize that the world will have people who look at you negatively and who look at you positively. Concentrate on the ones that look at you positively. Let go of the other things. Focus on the things that are important. The rest don't matter. One of my friends told me that I was going through a situation and it's listen-tree, right? And she told me, you know what? Focus on the things that matter. The rest are not important. Because when you realize you have just wasted your life thinking about things that didn't matter, you haven't enjoyed on the positive. It's all about choice. You make a choice that, okay, I know who I am and I'm going to concentrate on these people. There can be 10 friends who are talking about you, but there's also even that one person who still looks at you for who you are. Find those people and interact with them. You don't need anyone else to tell you who you are. Technically, I would say the steps: know yourself, and the second one, like I've said, that you need to develop a mentality that people have negative attitudes and positive attitude. Concentrate on the things that matter.
That's true.
Mostly I think I can talk about those things mostly. And then third one, I think let's talk about the use of social media. You need to properly use social media, because some of us, we start people on purpose and then they cyberbully us.
At the end, you blame them.
Okay, let's talk about this one, the trending TikTok Tamiaja. That girl, I wouldn't say that she cyberbullies people. Because a percentage of the people, they start her. Honestly speaking. A percentage, they start talking about her and now she puts them to air. So one thing, please guys, let us learn how to use social media. You don't have to go there. You don't need to get likes by doing stupid things. It's not a mandate that everyone is going to have a lot of followers and likes. Some of us are just meant to be there and watch videos. You don't need to thrive that you need to get. It's not like you eat those followers. No. concentrate on the things that matter.
Yeah.
Other than all these things that we're concentrating on that don't even matter. So I think that's literally the basic thing that I can say. Use social media wisely.
As we are concluding, Chimwemwe, what do you think can be some of the preventive measures for schools to prevent such behavior of cyberbullying?
Okay, the way that I think schools need to put measures that cyberbullying is wrong, first thing. So schools have to take it seriously. Because sometimes the teachers or the lecturers, they don't take things seriously. Sometimes they think that maybe we are students, we're just playing, but they don't know that deep down what is happening to the people.
We are falling weaker by the day.
So one thing that I can say that is the schools need to take these things seriously. There's no such thing as goody, we're just chilling. We're not chilling. You are destroying someone's reputation, you're destroying their mental health.
That's true.
So the lecturers need to, the teachers and the lecturers, the school organization and committee, they need to take it seriously and put it into consideration. Every school needs to have the rule. Cyberbullying is wrong. Any kind of insult or any use of obscene language is wrong.
So, what could be some of your advice to those who have been once cyberbullied and also that will come across this issue in the future?
Okay. First thing, I like saying before we get up.
Okay.
I like saying that thing. Like when I'm down, I use that word for myself. I'm like, before we get up. So, for those of you who have been there already and you are soaking, you are in bed, you don't want to get out of bed because now you feel like the whole world looks at you that way. Before we get up, make an attempt to get up. Don't stay down for too long. Literally, imagine someone who killed. We have a recent story that someone has killed themselves. And when you go to see the comments, you'll be like, if the person could come back to life, they'd be like, is this the reason why I killed myself? People don't care anymore. People don't care anymore. You could be in your bed all day and no one cares. Even your close friends who check up on you for 2-3 days, now they don't care. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
true.
Now you take your own life, they don't care. People
They just continue living.
They continue living. We are going to bury you, we continue living.
And forget you.
So it's painful, but get up. It doesn't have to be the end of life. And for those that might experience that, it's the same advice. You get through something like that, know who you are. Start developing yourself now. The younger version, those in primary school, I know people have access to phones. Those in primary school, start developing yourselves now. Once you go to secondary, we thought that maybe that's the place where there's the thing with peer pressure and cyberbullying, but college is worse. So every stage of your life, make an effort to develop yourself and know who you are. I think that's the best advice that I can give to everyone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chimwemwe, for joining. Thanks, Chimwemwe, for being with us in our today's episode when we are discussing this beautiful issue of cyberbullying.
Glad I could be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This marks the end of our today's episode when we are discussing the issue of cyberbullying as it affects a lot of youth here in Malawi. Till next time, don't forget to like, comment, share, as well as subscribe.